Welcome to the Foras Portal. My name is Rob. In this video, I am going to show you how to manage your employer account on the portal and how to use the different features it provides. Okay, let's go to the portal, foras-jobs.com, and sign in with the username and password that you have. Okay, because I have already logged in, so it takes me to the employer's page. All right, anything that has to do with the account management, as well as the creation of sub-users and stuff, all has to do with dashboard. Everything is here. So I'm gonna explain this a little bit, the dashboard and all of it. So if you hover your mouse over the dashboard menu, you can see you have different items in there. If you just click on the dashboard, it will take you to the dashboard page, which is kind of a summary of all of the different sections of the portal. This is where you search for CVs. This is where you post a new job. This is recommended CVs for your jobs that you have posted. This is the jobs that you have posted in this section. They will appear here. Here is a notification center. It tells you how many new applications you have and all of that. Saved searches, if you have a search that you have already saved, they will come here. For example, I have one as a secretary. I can click on that, and simply by clicking on go, it will run that search for me again. And you have no messages and stuff. All of that will be here. And tasks, if you have tasks assigned to yourself or to your sub-users, they will be here. All right, I'll go back to the previous page now. If in the second item on the dashboard is the mailbox. This is basically where all of your correspondences will be. Inbox, all of your received messages will be here. All of your sent messages will be here, and all messages that have been viewed or have been archived, they will be here. The third item is letters. If you remember from the previous video where we posted a job, there was a section where we talked about how the system sends a confirmation letter to any person who applies to your jobs. Well, these are the letters that have been stored here. You have you can store up to 5 messages that you can write and prepare. For example, acceptance. If you have accepted somebody, you can send them this message template. If you are rejecting someone, you can send this one. So you can write messages, each message for a specific situation, and these can be sent either automatically or manually to users. And of course, you can view them, you can edit them or delete them, and so on. This is how it looks. I'm going back to the previous page, and then the third item, or let's say the fourth item on the dashboard, is the questions templates. Again, if you remember the video where we posted a job, we had the option to create a questionnaire to send along the job description to job seekers so they could reply to the questionnaire, and depending on their responses, the CVs would be screened. Again, the previous page, there is the interviews page on the dashboard. As you can see, there is no interview here because I haven't invited anyone, but you can, for example, you looked into the CV folders, you liked one person, you know their name and stuff, you can add an interview right from here, add new interview, and then interview name, call it, for example, interview for secretary position, interview type face-to-face, and then choose the place, the address, and even the map, attach it, save and schedule interviews. And when you click on that, it will take you to the next page where you type in the name of the person, so that the system finds that person on the database and sends the invitation. The next item is my tasks. As you can see, there is no tasks here because I haven't created any tasks for myself or other sub-users. This is where you can create a task, for example, interview for secretary position. When should I do this interview? Let's say on the 25th of August at 11:45 p.m. You can change these, of course. Assign to. If you have sub-users, the sub-users will be listed here along with this main administrator user. But because I don't have any sub-users now, I only have this one. So I'm going to assign this one to myself, for example, add task, and you can see immediately here that I have an upcoming task assigned to myself for August 25th at 11:45 p.m., which is interview for secretary. If I can edit it, I can delete it, and I can of course click this here to set it as completed, that I have completed this task. All right. Now this one, because it has been completed, it should go here under completed tasks. Overdue, this is where your tasks will be if they are overdue. You did not complete them, you did not mark them as completed, and it's overdue, so they will be listed here. Assign to others, this is if you create, let's say, a task and assign it to another sub-user, for example, your secretary or your HR manager. You create a task here and say, do a CV search for the secretary position, and then assign it to your HR manager. Those tasks will be listed here. So I'm going to go back to the previous page. Okay, the next is my account. You can change your password by clicking here. Type in the old password and the new one. Change your personal profile. That is the person who holds this account. Company profile. Logo, if you have a logo for the company, you can add it here by clicking on this and then choosing a file from your computer and then uploading it. This is where you change your email and newsletter subscriptions. You're basically telling the system whether to send you notifications and emails from Foras or no. And then we have the admin panel, which is the same thing as this last item here. If I click on admin panel, this is where you can create sub-users, that is other users of this same account. One more thing here that I want you to check out is this job template management. If you click here, this is where all of your job templates will be stored. If you remember from the job posting video, we checked the first box so that we can save the job posting as a template, so that for next time if we have a similar position, we don't have to insert all of that information again. So I just clicked on that, opened it in a new tab, and this is how it looks. All of the information there again, the skills required, the job description, and so on. Going back to the previous page, I said that you could use create users, sub-users here. So click on user management, and here, as you can see, there is no other users other than myself, and I am the administrator, the person who has complete full authority over this account and the sub-users. Click here to add a new user. For example, I want my HR manager, whose name is Azad, who is the HR manager, to be another person who has access to this account. I'm going to create an account for him, so he would have his own username and password. I'm going to check availability to see if anybody has taken this, but it's available. So let's say his first name is Azad, his family name, let's say, is Foras, his country of origin is Iraq, city is, let's say, Erbil. You can add his phone number if you want to, but it's not obligatory. Email address, let's say azad.foras@gmail.com. and then user configuration. This is where you give him authority to do the following: posting jobs. Do you want this person to have the authority to post jobs? How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 50, or no limits? Do you want this person to be able to post as many jobs as possible? Okay, job title, let's say his title is HR manager in my company, and I'm going to give him this active seat that he can actually practice this authority of posting jobs. And of course, he will also be able to search for CVs too. There you go. We have a new user now, Azad Foras, who is the HR manager here in my company. He has not posted any jobs yet. There is only one folder that he has access to. He has not logged in yet. Last time he logged in was this. Of course, he has not logged in yet, but this is today's date. He's active. And we also have the following. You can click on this to send him a message. Send a message to Azad, and this will be delivered to his email address. Click this to edit the information, delete this user, and view his report. This is basically his activity on this account. How many times he has logged in? 0. How many jobs posted? 0. How many CV searches he's done? 0. How many CVs he's viewed? 0, and so on. So you can have complete authority of this person and actually be able to monitor their activities, your sub-users. Going back to the folders that he has access to, if you click on this number, it will take you to the folders that he has access to. He does not have access to other folders that I created. And let me show you how you share a folder with these people, with your sub-users. In the previous video, I touched upon the sharing option, but because we did not have any sub-users there, I couldn't show you the sharing. Now I'm going to show you how to share folders. Now I can share one of my folders with this new user. I have this folder. Now I can share it with Zad. I'll drag and drop into this box and then OK. All right, now it's shared. If I go back to the admin panel, okay, now I am going to show you how this other person can also log in using a different username and password. But before that, let me also assign a task to this one before we log into that Azad account. So we go to the My Tasks tab and create a new task here. Search for CVs on the 12th of August at this time, and I'm going to assign it to Azad. Add task. Okay, as you can see, it's not here, upcoming, because it's not one of my tasks that I have to do or complete. It's not here because it has not been completed, and it's not here because it's not overdue, but it's here because it's assigned to others. I have assigned this to Azad, and once he completes it by checking in this one, this will appear as completed at the end of this one. Alright, now I'm going to log out from this account, and I'm going to log in as Azad. Alright, now Azad is in. As you can see here, Riber Training Company is the same company account, but the user is different. It's not Riber, it's Azad. So it's the sub-user who is in now. If we go to dashboard, you can see that he can look for job, can search for CVs, he can post a job, and he has a task here because I, as the administrator, assigned a task to him: search for CVs at this. So he can click in here to say I completed this once he does that. Now if I log back in as Robber again, and if I go to the tasks, you'll see that this is my task. The one assigned to others has also been completed by Azad. I hope you benefited from it, and for any further inquiries, don't hesitate to contact the Foras team.